Jindal Stainless is the leading producer of stainless steel in India, right. And it's a company which has had a growing trajectory throughout. And considering there's a lot of emphasis now in India on infrastructure, space, etc., so definitely stainless steel is bound to grow, and so would Jindal Stainless be.
Right, right. Mohit, you are someone who is, been on the consumer side of business for a long time, and now, marketing something which is like almost like a boring, so to say, B2B product. What are some of the challenges, and how do you develop the narrative and story around it?
Yeah, so I have had about 2 decades of experience. So out of that, 1 decade has been into the B2C space with the likes of Adidas, Motorola, Times of India, etc.
Right.
And 1 decade I've spent in the B2B space. So I don't, as a marketer, I don't find a lot of difference. I think the overall architecture and the playbook remains the same.
Yeah.
You have to develop a communication narrative. You need to figure out the right communication medium and the channels so that your narrative could be rolled out. It's just that, the play becomes a little different. So
Sure.
The messaging that you would do would be different in B2B than what is there in the B2C. However, the overall framework would remain the same. It's a similar kind of agencies you would have. So similarly, you would have a PR agency, you will have a digital agency, you will have a creative agency, you have a media buying agency. So I think that kind of a play remains the same. However, definitely the communication that you're trying to do becomes different. And there are differences in B2B and B2C. In B2C, it's usually a short-term narrative because the results are very immediate. In B2B, it's a long haul. You have to really build on that narrative for consistently long so that you could penetrate that thought inside the mind of the customers and you can play upon what you really want to. So
Right.
There are some, finer nuances you would have, but broadly as a marketer, I would say that the marketing strategies would remain same.
So you play for the long haul, hence the brand building effort
Correct.
is more rather than, like a quick short sell that
Absolutely.
you make in your advertising and communication. So what are some of the brand building efforts that Jindal Stainless is undertaking and has undertaken over the past couple of months? And what are you most excited about?
Yeah, so we have been a B2B company. We have now moved into a B2B2C space with our co-branding program, which is called Jindal Saathi Seal. So we are a material supplier.
Right.
We are supplying our material to the authorized manufacturers, and then they are putting in their stamp on it along with the Jindal Stainless stamp. So that becomes a co-branded ecosystem. And then it's now getting into the hands of the customers and the end consumers. So we have reached way closer to the end consumer than we would ever was. So I think that's the play we are trying to do. I think the objective out here for us from a marketing lens is how do we position stainless steel, or how do we transform stainless steel to be seen less like a commodity and more like a trusted brand authenticity which is there in the market, which we are trying to do as a combination of culture nuances and the ecosystem that we are trying to build along with our manufacturers, dealers and partners.
Right, right. And given that you're also launching an anthem, which is like a Bollywood style anthem that you are launching. Interesting take on actually Saathi Haath Badhana, which has been the iconic, line which was used in the film Naya Daur, which portrayed like a new India going forward. Tell us more about this particular anthem.
Yeah, so why a Bollywood anthem? So the answer to that would be that we didn't want to be seen as another advertisement or a commercial coming out from a manufacturing company.
Right.
We wanted to be the disruptor, I would say. We wanted to disrupt the category, and so it's an interesting take, which I think people would appreciate, taking Ranveer Singh as a brand ambassador, who is known for his flamboyance and being a perfectionist, by a B2B company. Then rather than getting into the storytelling mode, getting into the anthem mode. Yeah. So I think these were the things which we had done differently. So those could be a clutter breaker for us, and we get noticed. So that's the idea behind having a Bollywood ambassador and getting onto the anthem mode. Now, also, I would say that, aspiration is something that you need to build because you need to move beyond commodity. For example, a paint company would not pitch paint to you. They would pitch beautiful home to you.
Yeah.
So
which is what Asian Paints does
absolutely,
effectively very
absolutely.
well.
Similarly, we wanted to pitch the trust and assurance that comes when you buy quality stainless steel, and hence Jindal Saathi Seal, that campaign came into play. The other thing I would say would be, in India, Bollywood is a great cultural connector. So a song would pervade into any geography, any demography, any age group, which a normal conventional storytelling would not do.
Right.
And then I think emotions play a lot, right? People remember emotions much more than they remember product specifications. So you might, not remember that I'm talking about a 304 or what grade, but you would remember there's a celebrity who came in dancing and really uplifted, and you could connect with it.
And what a celebrity also, like the hottest star at the moment right now on the back of Dhurandhar 1 and 2 fame.
Yeah, so I think we got lucky because we were talking to him before Dhurandhar.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and when this happened, this really took up to the scale, and actually our campaign coincided with the launch of Dhurandhar 2. So I think, we got lucky is all I can say.